Episode 23. 23 of Vinland Saga. This is my reaction. I have one episode left. I am so excited for this ending. I don't even... No. I'm not going to talk about predictions. I'm going to get into your comments right now because I just want to watch it. I just want to get into it. I don't want to wait any longer. So I got to talk about comments though because you guys really do have good points. Really good pointers. This was the first comment on my video. You had a cool comparison from Attack on Titan, which is a great show, first one I watched. You had that comparison to Erwin Smith and Askeladd, how they were similar in lying to their men. You said Askeladd kept on lying to his men about how he's doing this for money and because he wants to look like a normal Viking while keeping his real motivations hidden. And then Erwin Smith, you said he also lied about how he cares about humanity and convinced people to dedicate their hearts to humanity, when actually all he wanted was to prove his father right. What was the whole point of that? You said that a lot of fictional characters act like they're doing something noble, but they actually do it for selfish reasons. And we talked about Thor's and how he didn't have any selfish reasons to do what he did. He really cared about others and their goals instead of his own. Even though what he did was to protect his family, we see that it wasn't a selfish act. And that was something that's really important to this show, how everyone is a slave to something. That was a big quote back in episode 8. Xhotelwhiskey, you're next. Even after 10 years and more, Thorfinn is still the child that watched his father die. He didn't really grow up at all if you think about it. Just go back to episode 8 when he saw his father in the dream. That right there was something that was really good to connect because we still see Thorfinn as a kid. It's almost like he's just growing older, but he's still the child that saw his father die, because back in like episode 8 you said he was crying. He was still acting like the little kid that he was, and he's still holding on to that value of, oh, I have to kill Askeladd. I have to get him in this duel. I have to. And he can't let go of that. We saw last episode he couldn't let go. He started screaming, remembering all those times that hurt him growing up, but it's still, I think he's becoming self-aware how much it's hurting him. Okay, Fantasy Reverb, you're next. You talked about everyone is a slave to something, basically saying that Uncle is a slave to money, the world. Slave is extremely important in the series. I gotta scroll further down because you did make a good point, just to summarize what you were saying. Thorfinn's a slave to vengeance, Thorkel is a slave to war, Floki is a slave for power, and King Sweyn is a slave to the crown. And Askeladd was born a slave. So do you see the connections? That comment right there was really good. The way you put it together. And you mentioned Askeladd's quote. Another quote from Askeladd said in episode 8 was, "You can make the use of anyone with the right approach." So, and that quote really does make a lot of sense because it's true. Askeladd really did make use of anybody he was talking to in the show. Anyone he came across, a patrol, a guard, the king, Thorfinn, any other kid, his warriors. He really did know how to use people and almost control them in a way. And that's something that I feel like we might see him control the king. He might say something to the king that'll really get under his skin, because Askeladd's good at that. And that's one prediction I have. He might do something with the king. Final comment by Mitchell Hall. I just feel so bad for Thorfinn. You can tell that the scream and the cry, he wants to let go. He's just so angry, and now we don't know where his head is at. It's got to be so hard to let go at this point. He's been with Askeladd for so long, since he was a kid trying to accomplish the one and only goal. In that scene, you really do feel for Thorfinn. And I was saying, like, when you see him going through all those different times that he started growing up and getting his first kill and training with the dagger, it's something that was really eye-opening to him, that he's been through a lot, and I feel like this is something that's going to change him. Maybe he might actually let go at some point, and I really hope he does, because he deserves that. He really does deserve that, and his father would want him to do that too, to just let go of all that pain and anger. So those are all the comments. I'm getting right into this. Episode 23, Miscalculation. Here we go. Oh, Thorfinn. Oh. Dude's messed up. And he just fell down. Dude, he has to change after this. Like, going through something so harmful and traumatic. Hey, yep, you're talking too loudly, man. You gotta be careful what you say around the court near the king. with all the other people listening. Thorkel doesn't know how to govern. He's too much for Canute to handle. By the way, there's something... Uh-oh.
さて聞かぬなだ
Yeah, so they all know about Thorkel, Askeladd, they all know about what's going on. Oh shit, it's the king. It seems like word has gotten out very quickly. Ugh, gross. Oh shit, here they are. Lots of good food, of course. There's no need for you to feel worried about your safety. No one here is so foolish as to shed blood in this place. They were gonna kill you before, though. Okay, so that's Ragnar's brother. Floki's here. It's very quiet. And there's Thorfinn. Ooh. Are those slave girls? Ugh. Terrible. Dude, he's messed up! Who's that? Askeladd. What? Was that Askeladd? Oh. Not him. How dare you touch me with those dirty hands of yours? What's wrong with this kid? Hey, come on, leave him alone. Shit. Just face in the dirt, dude. Was that for Thorfinn? Oh, it was. Oh, wow. Oh, he can still fight. He just swung his hands around. He can still fight. Even he just knocked them out. Okay. Dude, Jesus. I don't think he cares anymore. He really just like after his torment, his pain, he just doesn't care. Wouldn't really be smart to kill somebody with all those people there. A lot of witnesses and shit. Unless it's a massacre like the Red Wedding. You know, it sounds really wishy-washy the way he's talking about them. Like, oh, my great son Canute has returned. And behind closed doors, he doesn't care about him like that. No, you're not glad he's returned. Yeah, I think Canute can see past that, dude. Maybe the rumors were just rumors. You don't know that for sure. If the rumors really are true, then of course he'd say that. That's kind of funny. That's like, we're speculating as a viewer, and they're speculating too. I feel like we're kind of the audience looking at them. figuring out what's going on, you know. Floki, I like the look on your face. I'm going to have to draw a losing ticket this time. I'm the one who's going to be in control of this fight. I have all the pieces, I can do it. Wow. He really is controlling everything. Yeah, he wanted to protect Wales. So he's not happy about that. I'm not one of the prince's messengers. It's just a sailor. Oh yeah? Leaf? Thorfinn. Go back home with him, Thorfinn, please. You don't need to be here anymore. Yeah, he still cares about you, Thorfinn. He was in a panic. How hard it must have been for you. It's just as you say. I don't understand. As long as that man is still alive, your heart will never be at peace. If you say it's still not enough, then you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. And the smile on your face when you were a kid. I was telling you the story of how I got trapped in the ice floe. Yeah, Thorfinn loved to hear about that. I remember he was excited to listen to it. No matter how stormy the sea is, no matter how frozen the sea gets, he's a sailor always fighting against the battle against the sea, just like a warrior. With their own honor at stake. Dude, he's telling him the story from when he was first a kid in the first episode. When Thor's died, when you disappeared, I swore on my honor. I'm not saying this for you, I'm saying this for myself. No matter what happens, I'm gonna bring you back to Iceland, your home. Maybe he's a slave to honor. It's my responsibility with Thor's. He was gonna protect Wales. I remember he said that. Come on, poker face, Ascalad. Poker face. Maybe they... I don't know. Maybe he wanted them to see that. I'm expressing my gratitude towards the God of Harvest. Do you intend to get bigger than you already are? I can count on. Oh shit, so he's running out of time. You can see his brain pulsating. I can investigate a rebel. Oh no. Home?
今さら
遥かな西、海の向こ
The
う、
story.
たわわに果実が実り、
Vinland.
真っ青な草原が波打つ
He's telling him. Wait. That's the shot from the first episode when Thor was standing there.
フィンランドだ。
It panned the same way.
フィンランドだ。
Yes, Thorfinn, after you go home and things settle down, let's head to Vinland together. Dude, yes. You said that Thor's wanted to go too. Thor's came to Iceland to escape battle. You could go to Vinland to escape battle. If he were still alive.
トールズもかの地を目指したに違いない。
Oh, I'm not gonna cry, dude. When everyone can live in peace, a warm and fertile land. Let's build a country like that. If it's in Vinland, I'm sure we could do it. Come on, Thorfinn. My mother's grave is there. That land is my home. They're gonna attack his home. What is he gonna do to protect it? The land is poor, but the people are full of pride. I'd want to protect something like that too. It's hard to trust anybody in these types of situations. Really. Why is luck never on my side in the 11th hour? That's it. Oh my god. That right there was the penultimate episode to the season finale. And I don't know if it was going to be build up to a big battle. I don't think there's going to be a big battle. Oh, but something big is going to happen. Something big is going to happen. And I should be able to make a prediction for the next episode because it's the last episode. But what do I have to say? What could it be? It's so hard to think because, like, Thorfinn still wanted revenge, but now it seems like he doesn't want revenge anymore, and it looks like they might branch off into different paths. He's not in that courtroom with Askalad or Thorkel. I don't know, man. I think they're going to go their separate ways next episode. That's what I have to say. I think that'll happen. They'll go their separate ways, and I think it'll show what happens to both of them, both Askalad and Thorfinn, because there's really big dynamics and parallels that are going to be happening next episode. And I really do think Thorfinn's going to go to Vinland, though. Like, he wasn't really telling him to shut up. He's like, don't talk to me about Vinland. He was really listening to Leif, and I think he's going to go. And that would be really nice to see, because it's what his father would have wanted, and I think he'll take that into account more than revenge. So, I can't wait. Definitely let me know if I missed something the next episode. Ooh, I'm gonna be so sad when this is done. I can't wait to see this next episode, though. Until then, Take care, guys.